A very good afternoon, sir. Greetings from College Dunya. We are very happy to have you on board. Before getting into the interview, I would really want you to give a brief introduction about yourself.
Hi, very good afternoon everyone. I am Vijay Meron. I am the Managing Director for Krishna Engineering College as well as Krishna Institute of Science and Commerce, which we have on the same campus. I am basically an electrical engineer, a man of steel, who had spent all my life, working life, in Bhilai Steel Plant Steel Authority in various positions. And subsequent to my retirement last year, I have taken up this mission of pursuing the engineering education in a new way, which the country badly needs. Country needs good engineers, and good engineers cannot come unless and until they are industry ready. So I want to put my industry experience along with the academics in such a nice mix that the students coming out of Krishna Institute of Engineering would be the right industry-ready engineers.
So, sir, you have held key positions in your illustrious career so far. What inspired you to get connected with the education sector?
Yeah, it's a good question because the thing remains that mostly after retirement, people either go ahead with their old profession, with their old industry, their old expertise. But I chose to come into education sector because I very strongly believe that the present day engineers coming from colleges like ours, who are required to serve the industry in some or the other way, are missing the industry readiness. They are good at studies, they go ahead with the curriculum which is prescribed by their respective universities, but then an engineer on the field has to have various attributes, various qualities, and that readiness in a way is somehow missing, which ultimately comes in a big way in their professional career. So what I thought that the industry experience, the industry exposure which I have, and the idea I have about the requirement of an industry such as a steel plant or cement plant or many other plants around, many other industries around. Above all, in order to meet the dream of our Honorable Prime Minister of making India the manufacturing hub, that all cannot happen unless and until the engineers are industry ready, right? So this is what inspired me, that if my experience and my contacts and my, so to say, understanding of the entire requirement as a professional engineer, if that is put to real use and if our students are given that kind of exposure, it will be a nice combination of good academia with good industry exposure, and this put together will make them the right kind of professionals which the country badly needs. So this is what drew me to come to this position and move forward with my vision. What I already said here, that end of the day, we have to enhance employability. And believe me, if we are able to enhance the employability, there is no reason that they will not be placed. Because country badly needs engineers, but they need the right kind of engineers. And those right kind of engineers, Krishna Engineering College is making. And that is what is my mission, and that is what I am really here for.
That's really, really great to hear, sir. So, being the Managing Director of Krishna Engineering College, how do you strategize about the entire college working to ensure your objective while adhering to the present curriculum?
Yeah, I mean, what happens normally that the people in academics usually get focused with the concept of completing the curriculum, getting into all the lessons and giving them all the inputs and making sure that the students do good in the exams. in no way that is not important. That's very important. The theoretical inputs and good theoretical base of any subject, be it engineering, be it science, be it commerce, whatever, has to be good. But an engineer by default is a practicing man. An engineer by default is a result-oriented man. An engineer by default is a value creator. So whatever amount of theoretical knowledge he or she has, unless and until that knowledge is put to use and that knowledge is ultimately gets converted into value creation, won't help. Be him a computer science engineer, an electrical or mechanical, or a civil engineer for that matter. He will be given a challenge, he will be given a task, he will be given an assignment, and he should be able to do that, right? So this kind of understanding and this kind of clarity, if is there in our students right from beginning, it helps them a lot in succeeding in their profession. So, along with the regular curriculum which our university prescribes, we have additional inputs on these lines, be it on attitudinal improvement, be it on their own, so to say, technical improvement, be it on their exposure to the industry. Because I tell you, even Microsoft has specialized Excel programs and Excel examination, which an engineer, if he qualifies and does that, if he gets that input, it helps in doing his own engineering things much better. Similarly, the students, unless and until they go on the shop floor, see the real working in the industry, they won't be able to get a feel of it. Government also had lots of, so to say, facilities and lots of, so to say, initiatives. MSME is one. We have got an MSME set up nearby where they have got an investment of about 180 crores. They have got the best of CNC machines. They have got the best of various other kind of infrastructure there. So if my students are given that kind of exposure, it will definitely help them in, so to say, making themselves more competent and confident to deal with the requirements. And that is what we are doing. So we are making sure that over and above the curriculum which is prescribed by the industry, our students get such inputs which ultimately is going to help them. And again, as I said, making them the industry ready. And if they are so, there is no reason they will not be able to be successful in their careers.
Well said, sir. Well said. What is your vision for Krishna Engineering College? How far you have gone ahead in for KEC?
See, Krishna Engineering College has got a huge vision, which we have very rightly said. In the fact that our students have to have 100% placement. We strongly believe that with the kind of growth map India is having, the growth trajectory our country is going forward, the industries, number of industries which are coming, the manufacturing that is taking shape, the Atmanirbhar Bharat dream which our Honorable Prime Minister, the vision which he has given to us, we are pursuing, will not take shape unless and until we have got the right human resource for that. And no doubt, Engineering College is the engineers school where they learn all these things. Okay, so if our concept of making them industry ready by virtue of exposing them to various industries, by giving them various soft skills, by providing them various such inputs which are not covered in the curriculum, if that is done properly, there is no reason our students won't be successful. So our vision ultimately is to make sure that the students coming out from our college are placed properly, they are industry ready, and above all, they are ready to take off in their respective professional careers. And I am sure, since ours is a very new college, you don't have many to, so to say, count about it. because only 2 batches has come out. But I'm very proud to say that all the boys and girls who passed out in those 2 batches have been placed. So we will make sure that this is what happens, and they not only are placed, but they are able to take a great leap forward and succeed in their own personal lives, and as a professional able to contribute towards the country and the society in the best possible manner. And that is what we are pursuing for, and that is what we are very sure we will be able to achieve with the vision we have, with the infrastructure we have, and above all with the preparation and detailed planning we have. And I am sure that with this, the students of this area, because Chhattisgarh is a place which has got a lot of industries, it has got a lot of, so to say, minerals. I mean, in this place, if the students get the right kind of input and if they get the right kind of exposure, there is no reason they will be able to have a very great career for themselves in days to come. So that is what we are pursuing, and I am very sure that we will be able, with the dedicated team which we have, we will be able to achieve.
Great, sir. Great. What are some of the biggest challenges you see both for higher education in general and for Krishna Engineering College specifically?
Yeah, I mean, when we talk of a vision, we talk of a dream, it definitely has its own flip side, it has its own challenges. Definitely, it's the vision which we have, the dream which we see for ourselves and our students has lots and lots of challenges. First and foremost is that the students which come to our college are usually from very humble background. They are not coming from very strong professional or, so to say, financial backgrounds. Many of them have very simple peasant background. They are coming from villages, but then they have got a lot of dream. They have got a lot of readiness. They have got a lot of strength and commitment within. Our job is to make sure that their energies are given the right direction. Their strengths are utilized to the maximum possible extent. Because one thing which is very clear, that these days engineers are getting into all kinds of fields. They are into investment banking, they are into law, they are into whatnot, they are into marketing anyways. But then when it comes to core industry, there is a big problem, because of late in last 2-3 decades, most of the engineering colleges which came and most of the engineering education that took place was in IT sector. So most of the engineering colleges have got a lot of focus in IT sector. But then if India has to come up as a manufacturing hub, if India has to, realize its Atma Bharat and vision which our Honorable Prime Minister has shown us, so that vision will not be able to succeed unless and until we have a good, strong engineering manpower, a strong engineering workforce in the core sector, that is mechanical, electrical and civil. So we are having a lot of emphasis on that, and we are giving that kind of input and that kind of exposure which will help them in achieving great professional successes in their respective fields.
Very insightful, sir. What do you think should be the college's top priority over the next 10 years?
The top priority is, first of all, to make people realize that engineering is not only IT. Number one, there are a lot of basic engineering streams which are very important, and we are having a lot of focus on them. Number two, we have to make sure, which I have again said time and again, that our students are industry ready. We have to make sure that they are result oriented. We have to make sure that they are such strong individuals who, given a task, would be able to accomplish any task for that. So their attitudinal training, their communication skills, their, so to say, leadership qualities, all these soft skills need to be very properly groomed and developed. So we are working on that, and if we are, the way we are successful even during the corona times, I have got no doubt I've got no reason whatsoever to feel that we will not be able to do that for in days to come, and our students will be able to do and excel in their professional career in any case.
Thank you so much, sir. It was great to have you on board.